today's video, I'm going to share with you my top 5 tricks to do with a good old minor pentatonic scale. Right after this. Hello, this is David. Welcome to this channel, which is all about helping you develop your musical personality on the instrument. Good old pentatonic scale, we're working in the key of A minor pentatonic, but these tricks can be used in any key as long as you're operating with the minor pentatonic scale. Let's get started with trick number 1. My first trick is to use the tiny little hidden chords that you have in the minor pentatonic scale. We are in the key of A, that'll be 5-8, 5-7, 5-7, 5-7, 5-8, 5-8. Any of these notes played together will be a chord. That chord will be extracted from the key that I'm operating in. In this case, the backing track is in A Dorian. A minor pentatonic scale will work on that, which means that all the chords that I extract are going to work. Now the one that I just played here, these 3 notes together on the first 3 strings, frets 5, 5, 5, they're overheard, yes. Not super interesting, but let's take the next of these 3 notes that we encounter in the whole fretboard. So 5, 5, 5 will become, the next note is 7, and then 8 and 8. That chord is pretty cool, pretty interesting. I like the sound of that. And this will work over our track, so I can combine that piece of a chord. Find another one later on. I could just combine any of these, the notes of the minor pentatonic scale together to get a piece of a chord. Trick number 2 is to see the minor pentatonic scale as a skeleton. The skeleton has bones. These bones are strong. So over the track, any of these notes is a good landing note. Strong notes. In between these bones, we have everything else. So instead of having 5-8, 5-7, 5-7, 5-7, 5-8, 5-8, we can fill in the in-between notes. So we'll have 5-6-7-8, 5-6-7, 5-6-7, 5-6-7. And now your improv over the track can be a little more rhythm orientated. Because you have more notes to fill. It might sound something like this. Along that idea comes the outside slidey notes. Totally made that up, but this is what I mean. As you approach each of the notes, you can approach it from a note below, right? Run for one half step below or a half step above. We'll try with a half step below. So if we're back in that first position, 5-8, 5-7, 5-7, we can approach the 5 with a 4. Slide it in. Now, yes, when you just play it like that, it's pretty boring, but if you add some rhythm variations to that concept, plus the filling in all the blanks and all the other licks that you might know, it starts to become something maybe a little different than what you might used to. Trick number 4. This is one of my favorite ones, and it's really a game changer. Trick number 4 is playing modal with the minor pentatonic scale as your basis. If you were to look at the modes, the traditional modes, the church modes, Dorian is very popular. This backing track is in Dorian, especially in that genre. Well, if you were to analyze the Dorian mode, you will find within that mode a hidden minor pentatonic scale. A pentatonic scale is a 5-note scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A mode, the Dorian mode, has 7 notes. So really, you're only 2 notes away. What am I trying to say here? Well, I'm trying to say that if you want to start playing modal, you don't have to relearn a whole new system, a whole new set of licks, and a different way of speaking musically. No. Just use your minor pentatonic scale as a basis and figure out the 2 missing notes. A minor pentatonic scale is made of the following notes. We have a root, the 1, a minor third, a fourth, a fifth, a minor seventh. Those are the 5 notes. We are missing a second and a sixth. And if you figure out which ones are missing, I say ones because there are 2 types of seconds. Minor second, major second. 2 types of sixth. Minor sixth, major sixth. Well, you'll have the full mode, and your ear can kind of guide you. And those missing notes are, they're kind of hidden in the pentatonic scale. For example, the second, you see that between the 1 and the minor 3, you've got frets 5 and 8. Well, there are 2 possible notes in between for the seconds. Just give it a try. Minor second or major second. We're going to jam a little bit and just use our ears, but we're going to start really with the minor pentatonic scale as a canvas. I'll try the minor second. Ooh, no. Major seconds. This note is a major sixth. It's between this note and this one on the second string, frets 5 and 8. You kind of see it here. There's a big stretch, not a huge stretch, but between 5 and 8, there are 2 notes here. For the sixth, that'll be a major sixth. My way of speaking musically is still there, but it was modal because I was using those missing notes. And quick pro tip, if you don't really know the construction of these modes, if you're with a minor pentatonic scale and it works, use the filling in the blanks method, because these notes that are in between, some will be good, some will be bad if you land on them. If you can get used to playing that and analyzing, no, yes, yes, you'll be able to figure out these notes on the fly. Okay, finally, tip number 5. Back to these modes. These modes follow each other. The positions of these modes follow each other. Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian, and within some of these modes, you find hidden minor pentatonic scales. For example, you find a hidden minor pentatonic scale in the Dorian, we just talked about that, but also in the Phrygian and also in the Aeolian. And because these positions follow each other, Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, and so forth, if you can figure out where these 3 modes start from in your key, replace them with a minor pentatonic scale. A Dorian, A minor pentatonic. That's what we've been doing from the start. Then let's follow the order of these modes. So Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian is the next one. Oh, okay. Right after Dorian, we have Phrygian on the 7th fret. Does that mean that I could play a minor pentatonic scale from the 7th fret? Let's give it a try. I'll start with the traditional one from the 5th fret. From the 7th now. Oh, beautiful. Still in the same key, same position, 2 frets higher, so I can play all my licks. They're gonna sound a little different, in key, but more open. So that's for Dorian and Phrygian. The Aeolian one, well, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, that's an E, so I can also play an E minor pentatonic scale on that. Yes, so I can blend all the 3 minor pentatonic scales together. If these 2 last tricks were a little confusing, you should check out this video. It's perfect for people who play pentatonic and want to finally understand modes. Very easy to follow. Check it out. I'll meet you in that video. Thanks for watching.